Neil Alexander, Coach, this was a tough one here tonight, and you know, it just seemed to go Jacksonville's way tonight. They tried to get it to Josh Peak there at the end, went right through his hands. Hands turns around, catches it, throws it in. The officials right before that play had set it to 2.6 seconds, and they needed every tenth of that 2.6 that they set it to.
Well, they, I guess she executed pretty well, but you know, we kind of just let them catch it and shoot it. So.
Yeah, Coach, it was it was tough. Really, really the first quarter, we had everything going pretty well. We had a little spell in the first quarter of not scoring, but got off to a decent start, then had that little spell, and then in the second quarter we started to pick up momentum, built a nice lead going into halftime, and then after halftime it was tough sledding.
Yeah, I don't know. We talked about coming out and being able to put is our possession start the half, and we step out of bounds, we come back right down, step out of bounds again. You know, this one's a tough one to swallow. You know, you're up 10, you're still up 2, and got the ball under a minute, and we just dribble into people. Just poor execution, and you know, I really, you know, we might have had 1 or 2 kids that come to play, but we just haven't played the way we've played in the last 6 games.
Coach, the early foul trouble, especially from Edward Bowlby, I know that usually will throw off the rotation. But it seemed like tonight you just couldn't get over the in and out in the rotation with everybody having to go in and out because of the foul trouble. Yeah,
you know, when you got your guys that, you know, is playing the majority of the minutes, setting out majority of the minutes, that's not good. But, you know, the subs that we had in there, I thought Austin Cruz done a good job of doing what he had to do. But, you know, when you don't score in a quarter you know, we basically shot and gave the ball to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we just kept launching. We were up and kept shooting the basketball, and you know, they kept going down and you know, chipping away, and they chipped away enough to hurt us.
Yeah, Coach, it doesn't seem real important when those layups missed. Just for late, Bowlby had a nice layup at the end and couldn't fall. But when you go into overtime, you go back to thinking about those easy baskets that you missed. And the Railers just couldn't find it. Really unaggressive to the basket in the second half. Foul trouble, was that a little bit because of their size, because of their thickness? We tried to take a few charges. We weren't getting to the baseline and cutting them off.
Well, no, and you know, we weren't getting a call, but we kept on trying to take them and just kept getting the calls against us. So it just wasn't a very well played by the Railers, and you know, you got to be able to adjust to the way the officials are calling, and if they're not calling the charge, you got to quit trying to take them. And you know, we sure didn't adjust to the way it was called.
Coach, Josh talked about it a little bit in the first part of our post game here. You saw tonight Josh Peak from Jacksonville, a player who basically said, give me the ball, get out of the way, and I'm going to find a way to get this team a win. He scored 9 of his 17 points in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Yeah, and they were all at the basket, you know, and it's not like we haven't told him he didn't take one perimeter shot. Everything was going to the basket. And, you know, we just kept letting him get there and getting out of his way, basically. And, you know, I don't know. We just didn't play the second half.
Coach, as you said, this is a toughie, and of course coming off of the game against Taylorville where things went so well, you come back home, and I know you've talked about over the years you really want to hold your home court advantage in the conference, and this is one that this one's going to hurt down the road.
Yeah, you know, it's no doubt. You got to win at home, and you know, especially when you're playing a team that's considered one of the contenders, but you know, we sure gave it away.
All right, Coach. Well, tough one here tonight. Back on the road next Friday night for a real tough one. That one's going to be down at in Springfield, taking on the Spartans of Southeast, another top contender for the conference this year.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't get any easier. So, you know, if we come to play like we did tonight, that game will be over early.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks for coming up here after this one, a tough one. Railers fall in overtime, and we'll see you back Friday night down in Springfield.
Thanks.